Hi, this is my Minecraft world. Alright, we're almost at day 2000. Minecraft base over there. I'm just gonna make a wee tour and stuff. Simple. Hopefully you can hear me. There's a shipwreck and stuff. I'm so glad I like this rail. So I'm gonna give you a bit of a world tour. Yeah, I think a world tour would be nice and stuff. I'm just coming from my base over that way. This railway is very inefficient. Like, I ripped up the friend over there, and I got like 32, like 15 extra things, part rails. That, listen, I'm not gonna go down that way. So, wait, this is my starter island. Yeah, we still have a Christmas tree from last year. Making this, I was like, this video's to celebrate my world. I think day 2000, and not, and being, this is its first New Year? Yeah, first New Year. No, second year. Honestly, I don't know. It's its second year, but I never really celebrated it last year. This year I'll be up to 12, and I'll make we sign at 12 and stuff. Alright, we're going to go to spawn point. This is spawn island. Around the Tiront. Or Trident. So you'd spawn it here. I built this, I can't remember what day. But I want to hear this is like spawn chest, since I used to chest there. This, I used to have a beautiful view out to the ocean, but yeah, it doesn't anymore. So I don't know what I'm doing. Here's my starter house. It's got chickens in there. This is almost like a spawn village. Everything. This was built later on, but so we're still around day. Just what's in the chests. Nothing really that much. These are like this because I was like accidentally stripping of the wood. I wanted to have so many. I built this because I had so much birch and I didn't like birch, so I built a castle. First castle of the world, to be honest. Here is a place. Yeah, do around both areas of the city. So this became like my house, but like not a house. I built like all this extra stuff here. This is an extension from the original house. That is something really strange, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't fit in with my theme at all. If you try that leads down to the mine. I'll show you it. This leads down to my bed. That just sounds back to the main floor. But up here is a nice view of the castle and town and the starter house. This is like the main area. I feel like everything I spent so long doing this. I can do so much better, but like I'm not changing this at all. This is one of my not my favorite builds of all time, but it's one of my favorite. OMG, we're about to hit day 2000. How much was that? Am I peaceful? I don't know. Yeah, I'm peaceful. I don't just stay up all night. Here's like almost a wee village. There's the railway. This house just leads to our house. Normal stuff. Barely any tears. The houses, to be honest. This is a later edition, but it's kind of a lighthouse watchtower thing. That was going to be something, but never ended up being anything. Here, my first church of sorts. If you can't tell it, I will like churches. So like, everything would happen there. And you'd be brought and buried here. Not the first graveyard, there's a graveyard over at that. This is where I was at my 3 nannies and granny. My 2 nannies and my granny. Here was a butcher shop. Yep. Very little interiors. So let's do this base. First of all, you want to look at it. Yes, very nice. We have a chicken. But down here in the basement, we have the Never portal. In there. God. Should I show you? Oh God. It's been a few days. Well, it's been a couple 100 days since. By the way, here used to have so many more chickens than it does now. Chickens used to be like a lot here. I was gonna do it with all this, but ran out. Kinda did run out. Alright. Here's my dog. Nothing in that way. More chickens. If you can't tell, I like chickens. Here we have just a wee room. Here we have, it's almost like, definitely I'm following my own house. This is kind of based off the Weasleys. To be honest, I was watching lots of Harry Potter when I built this. This leads up to there. You can look at the window and see the town. We'll go overlook at the castle in a bit. We're just going to look at the people who don't want kings. I've got some lore. Damn! I've got lore where at this side of the place, people don't want kings. Damn, this is like... No, that's just my seat. That we need to come in and see that, can you? So it's like New Year's, and I've got my New Year's resolution is to hit 5,000 in this world. I will make a world tour next year. Same date, hopefully. Oh, I'm going this way. We can go. We're just gonna do around this way. Yeah, I guess. Right here. Will lead you to my first surfing area. And wait. Well, my island, I used to like only eat bread because it was the most common resource. The mines, guys, very small. I could have done bigger. Oh, this is a small island. Alright, this was my original mine. I started this world not as a forever world, just as a regular world. So this is enough for. It's supposed to be a church, but damn, I got this. I should take that. But it's more of a marriage console. I call it a marriage council area. Not never do too good on the design. Damn. Here was like the military planning area. Yeah, where the military plan are all there. My style has changed. I know it has. Here is a fishing hut. Yeah, very cramped. Well, it's blocks house. Expensive stuff. Here's the rail line. With bell. Guys, if you can't hear any sound, it's because the Switch 2 here doesn't have any sound. Switch 2. It has no sound, like when undocked. So here's like, this is for this church, which I'll show you in a second. So this is where the Pope, well, the minister would like sleep and stuff. Here's just wee sleeping quarters. So like, and then down here, there's a wee shop of sorts. No, a very common theme is new interiors. I used to only ever have one. What's it called? I can't remember the name. Stonecutter. I used to only ever have one stonecutter, and nowadays I just make them on demand. Here's like where you'd hire out your boat. I've lost many boats, and all famous boats go to here. I can't remember a specific name of this. Probably don't have it anymore. I'll just call it the Bismarck. Yeah. Or probably Hibernia. If you can't tell, I've got a lot of eggs on this hand. Let's do this build over here. So this is the seaside fort. Normally have 3 boats, but hasn't had 3 boats for a while. I like create expeditions and come back. Here we have a bed up here. There's no real way to get up to the top unless you like do some parkour with like one of these. But this world is my favorite ever. Alright, we're going to my favorite build on this island. This is my favorite build. This was originally like a hut in the forest. It's not the forest anymore, it's in the middle of the city. But the guards would be able to shoot. It's coming. Here's just its guard towers. It's just basically walking. I don't know why I like this build so much, I just like it. I wish I did stuff like this today. I still can't. It's been a while. Here's the old horse stables. Rama Club. Let me just head outside. Finally, the sun has arisen. We did it, guys. I did it. I finally did it. Day 2000. Let's go. Here's yeah, I'll do that in a second. So this is like the main castle. of Ireland that I'll show in a second. Here's like an auditorium where people would speak and stuff. It used to be a dirt mine. Used it for a bit. Here's another auditorium. This is the original one where people are like, "Hello there, ladies and gentlemen." This very common theme. I like speaking. Here's behind the scenes work, military operation stuff. Military people would plan around here. It is a castle. We have my many smelters. Probably most of them never used. This used to be my portal. Used to be here. I'll show you now. I don't know where this area leads. It's just an access into here, out, back out to here. Everything's very connected in my world. This area, I don't know what that is. Oh, I do know what it is, but very random build. I rarely build on this island. Well, I don't build on this island anymore since it's historical. A random room never used. This connects to right here and in here, all connected. So my world was like, and this leads down into here. This is the model of a Notre Dame, what I wanted to build. Just saying, guys, it didn't end up with nothing like it. Let's head up here. So I wanted to build like Notre Dame Cathedral. It's more of a church. It has no cathedral types. So there's a bit of lore to this. The castle just kept doing taller and taller. Here, so it was a gift shop once. No, it's not original. This is supposed to be roof. I could have done much better. This, I don't know what this is. The guard tower, the guard room. But here's like the main tower, the main building, and keep the office up here. The best view of the city. My house. Guys, if you hear any like noise in the background, you probably know why. So in here is my base. So I've got a bed, nice wee window. You may have noticed like it's 3 stories on the outside. You have to go in there for. To be honest, I don't like what it's being out of, to be honest. Built it a while ago, one of my regrets. Here's almost like a work room. Used to be the original height. Probably used to be original height. Original. I just get down. Just kept building and building. Right now we do there. We've done the whole castle, I think. And then there's a couple houses around. Just decoration, nothing in them, to be honest. Takes a while to get down. So there's this house, nothing. This house, no interior. It's more of a barn, to be honest. This, remove this, empty. Indeed. Which I what was meant to look like something. I could do so much better nowadays. Military area, should have done better. Had the materials even to do better. This, disgrace. This. So this celebrates for a funeral. And this here is my church. Where we are very small for size, but it's nice. I spent a couple days. It's been a while building this since it is expensive. People can look down there, but barely. Here's like office. One of my still holds up. I could put this on my modern times. Will it still hold up? Just very expensive overall. So, alright, I think that might be it for this island. I've done everything. Everything been down there. Yes, most of these trees aren't natural since I placed them creeper hole underneath. Oh yeah, here's just a wee there, but I don't know. I built it. No, it wasn't recently. Feels recently since this world is close to me. Yeah, I've showed you down there. So here's a memorial garden. With day 800, 700, 900, 1,000. We're at 2,000, so like, we're doing good. Here's a technically unfinished but finished project. Like boots would be built here, dog yard. And here's my tranquil garden. We have with the stream coming down, plants. Didn't mean to do that, guys. So it's very nice there. We have with boat dog. Yes, the garden does only go back to 300. That's because I didn't really think of this idea until like day 300. Alright, that's everything for the starter island. I think we can go over our bridge. We have the Nautiluses, which are super cool. I've been playing this world like extremely slow and stuff. This is hopefully gonna be my first video, guys. Just waiting for us to load in. So like, this is my island, guys. This is Cherry Island. This is Cherryville Road. Really bad name, but like, sign says. Here was my island. These are the exact same ones that I used. Way back where I got this. Roads changed. My original bed stuff. Spawn. Here's like, this is an extra thing, which is a wee upper floor. But that wasn't there when I originally built it. Here's the wheat fields, and now it's just an empty house. Well, let's go to the first boat. Yeah, well, I can't remember the name of this boat. I haven't really named any of these boats. I was watching lots of stuff. Very simple design. Steamboat. No interior, or barely any. Here, doesn't look good, but like, same kind of thing, but it does have a underdeck above one block. Small masts, but yeah. Here's like where people come buy stuff. Boats. Kind of neat. This boat, I did back to build it too high in the water, so now I added this crane stuff. It fell in the water. Here's like some boat areas and stuff. Now we get, this is going to be a while. So here's day 1100. I started on the Switch 2 about after this, and then all these are Switch 2 ones. That's I had to say about my friend Ollie when he joined the world. Yeah, some of a bit different. Oh, my world is very precious to me. Don't know why I was grabbing it there. So I was kind of lazy and I wanted to build. I wanted to do enough for a boat, so I only had enough materials for one. So I built this one under construction from the offer boat because I need two boats. So this one I'm very proud of. It was my first boat. That's the world's. That's my castle. Yes, there's scaffolding still. Even the castle's predominantly finished. But alright, I think that's the port done. Let's head back to. That's a clock. This was used to be a wheat field, I was just saying. So this island is really only being populated because they're off around. It was only really for mining. That literally goes down. It was literally for mining, guys. So this world is pretty old. Well, this is my original. Well, original trash room used to be here. Used to have a couple chests here. I'll show you what it used to look like since I have a replica. Still has some stuff, but not much. I'm gonna pickaxe for some reason. Empty. Upstairs, just for looks, to be honest. It's a nice view. Here's just looks. It's just there for looks. This really. Almost. Original city wall. See ya. If you hear any noise, that's just my ground leaving. Here is like my sweet dog. Oh, I'm fishing. There's sugarcane down there. Oh, head no. Oh, I'm coming to here. This is a recreation of the first built on the island of Terra. We have a replica chest. Let me just sleep here, guys. Bills look better than today, don't they? So, just a wee recreation over here. This recreation used to be here. The reason why this is so outwards is the recreation used to be sat here. But now I want to expand and build up there. I'll show you that in a sec. Well, in a couple minutes, to be honest. Just maps. This is my old storage room. Well, kind of ransacked it, to be honest. Most bare chest room ever. Self some mangrove. Upstairs is just with cow and sheep farms. If you mind dirt so the cows and sheep don't escape. Doesn't matter just cows in the sheep pen. I really need to work on this. So this was like my main build. This was like where I used to do everything from on this island. Here, I don't know if this whole town look like this, but I built this second build. I kind of rushed it. It doesn't look as good as I wanted it to, but it works. Horse stable, stables, sorts. It was time finished day 1215. And I started a while ago. Here's a unfinished train station. Oh, yeah, actually it is. Connect these two rails and it's finished. Simple as. We head back down into the town. We have just a house, undecorated. Another thing that says sign there just said museum is this building. This so I would have like a pillar. The pillar was, if I'm not mistaken, here. It was on top of a tree. So I took it down and built it. I built a replica of it here. And just enough for empty. Like most builds. So this is my. Here's like the pin board where like day 600 celebration build started. Day 525, finished 530. Simple, nice, elegant. These were for the four main people of so this is like the poor people not really committed in the keeping it up. This is called government lane. Then this is the actual government one. Nice, elegant. They're just access points for the government lane. Here, just a nice lookout. This used to be you're able to jump from here into the water. Since this wasn't always here, this wasn't always built over it. Yes, my build style is starting to get better. Oh, well, we come over down here. We have a sweet house. So like you knock here, a person comes out and you get booked in. Come see this. This was supposed to be my new hall. If you can't tell, I like halls and churches. So this would be like the new church hall and stuff. Here's just the secondary hall. I'm still trying to have a celebration by myself. Very lonely in this world. Complete day 99. That just leads into the basement. Still got stuff from when I built it in here. Yeah, no, it was expensive there. So like people could have meeting. This is a huge meeting hall. This very expensive when I look back at it. Don't know why I ever used this. It's kind of extension. I'll show you it in depth. Here we just have some floors. Nice. Just we have a cross. I'm not really just in any sense. This diamonds, blooming diamonds. Back when I used to go mine a lot. Still do mine, but less often. Here we have this wee cross. We go upstairs. Nothing on this floor. Upstairs, nothing on this floor. This is on the floor. It's a wood bed. And over here we have some of this. I'll have a wee nod back to the original where we have a wee table down here. The original roof was like very short, so I had to like make it tall. It looked like a barn, to be honest. Here's just the top. Then we look at point. That I can't show you. At the minute, this was my main island. Still working on it, but that's just the couch view. So like, let's head back down in here. Takes a minute to get down if I'm not gonna lie. So I have this big mine. This was going to be my storage area, but never became anything. This was going to be something never finished. I'll show you that in a sec. Here, oh, this is supposed to be a bunker. This is like a storage area. Like, so here's some more. I'm building this thing here. So this used to be a river canal, and this used to be what it connected to. It's just a big warehouse. So I like mines. This goes down to Y56, but there's huge tunnels and stuff. Strip mine. This was for easy access. I have off access points around. So if I go in here, down here, here's like my smeltery and everything. Still have some. And this all kind of leads out back down to here. Very connected world, by the way. This leads over here. So it goes a wee tunnel. Here, let's have a pathway as well. But alright, let's get into the actual. Let's go down. We're going to entrance the castle in a sec. So the horse stable used to be here. I brought it down. I brought it down to here. My first horse of the world.
Can I have help with my mic? What? No? Okay.
So this is at my island.
Can I have help with my mic? My new mic? It's not working. Fine with that? What? Fine with that? Headphones, mic.
Select this way. So guys, this is my horse, my first horse. Pretty slow, not gonna lie. Barely jump, but it's mine. I'll show you where he came from. He came from a different island. So this just had some ideas for train. Not even finished. Houses. Common theme here. Lack of interior. I'm working on like fixing all my bad decisions, which is those houses. So this is like a joisting area. Damn! I have a lot of that. So this was supposed to be like a joisting area. Thanks to the new spear update. Roll it out. So we speaking area. I still have the decorations up from when I beat the Ender Dragon. Not too long ago, was it? I beat the Ender Dragon. Here's just some next things I'm building here. Scaffolding is dirt. I still use iron tools. Uncommon for me, but like, here's my train. I will bring out that one in a sec. So down here is my dock area. Little boat. So guys, this is my boat. Sorry, I had to like go help my brother with something. Here's the boat. It's raining now. Sad times. But so over here is like I'm building this dock area. Well, I was building this dock area, and then I had to move place. Well, move place in my Minecraft, well, not real life. Just had to mention that. Oh, fell in the ocean. So, if I need sand, I know where to get it. I just sleep here, guys. Alright, we've got a obsidian, of course. Casual obsidian. You can walk under this wall. Not too common. Me mining about. There's just mines everywhere. This island was a mining town for hundreds of days. So these are just this one leads into my base. I'll show you. Unfinished, unfinished. See, most are just like I'll bring it up to here. No, not there. I'll bring it up to here. So here's my town. Here we have just I want this to look nice. All these empty in the back. No interiors. This is the original street that I started on. Those have no interiors. I don't like interiors, I like building structures. This one does have an interior, it leads to my base and I'll show you that. This one started with interior. This one no interior, never will have one. This one no interior, same. These ones I'm not as happy with. But I'm not to go back and fix. This is like more military drills are happening and stuff. So like if we had over here, this is mainly the church, or yes, I don't like it. I don't like this building because it's way too tall. Here we have some seats. This is what we would call a sacrificing thing. So like people, stuff would be sacrificed and stuff. Just casual Minecraft. Here, enough for a stack. Damn, I'm rich. This, I should show you. Alright, should this one. This leads out to here. So my lore is it used to be a military barracks. There's access to here for military barracks. And it also leads out to here. Out to here. So the lore is, yeah, this used to be military barracks, and now it became a place for people doing cruises and stuff. So the cruise owner owns it. Cruise ships. So they book in here, wait for their ships in here. Sounds of the old barracks. This is like second class. Up there was first class, you can say. Just an accent. Used to be a wee cave for andesite. I love andesite, to be honest. Unfinished, but this was like where it stores stuff. That's why there's like this. Here, access back to the mines. Connections. Literally, this world's built around. Just a quick detour. Yeah. So, close this up here now, guys. You know what I mean? Here, just simple jar tar. Yes, it's taller than the rest. That's because it is taller for that. I can actually watch out for any intruders trying to into that tar. Simple. So time to go to the second floor. These are just wee buildings and they got a bed in there. This one, oh, I can show you down here. This is like where it all started. I built this. As the miners, like miner would come in here. My horse used to come here. Leads into mines. Leads into my base. My base is quite huge on this island. This leads out here. Lot. My world is this base is like I can go from my bed, this bedroom. This is not my current base anymore. So if I want to go around here in this building, This is like where they plan military operations and stuff. And lack of bedroom. Best interior in this. I think time to. I think that's everything for this area. I'll show you the actual bunker base or whatever they call it. That I'll show you in a minute. Right, this is my base. Well, my area. Here we have a map. This one, yes, it is locked, so I can take off the walls if I wanted to. Not the best map I've ever done. Just that was a while ago. My diamond armor, copper armor, the armor which I defeated the Ender Dragon in, on the shield I used. My first huge map. I cannot take any of this because it's not locked off the wall, but like this I had to move. Then we have this right here. Damn, that was a while ago. It has had some changes to it. Oh no lie. So all this, and there is a wee bit of interior in here. This was like the expeditionary day 1200. I only got a villager, one boat used by Visioneer called Set. This is just supposed to be 2 beds here, but I never added enough room. This is a tower. This is one of my most impressive builds. It took me a while because I spent so long designing little details everywhere. This is my favorite build ever. Well, not favorite. One of my very best builds. Well, it's just a shame you really can't see it from afar. But that's what this looks like. Here we just have a wee gardener's plot. Need have a wee garden. Yes, this is all in the castle. I built this all by myself. Just love this world. So we go down here. This is like where the military will be like, no, we're heading into my base. Let's start here. And hold just like so. And here with my cow farm. Love it. Snow. I'll show you why there's snow. That's just to get to the cows and stuff. Yes, I realized the sheep can't get anything. So this leads to a super smelter, which I'll show you in a second. Simple design and stuff. I'll show you that down there. Yes, the lures. Nice design, ain't it? Not very practical. Here are my storage room that I use for ages. And the chests, barely anything. My elytras in here, I think. Yeah, it is. Oh, of course, the armor trims. Didn't do that. Just some random things in there. Love that painting them. Here we have my just stone generator. No. Damn. Could use that, to be honest. Let me just have a nice view in here. So like this is still got some coal on it. I still use this area when I want to grind, when I want to like use my generator. This leads out here, shows everything's connected. This leads to the castle. Show that. This leads down to the mines. Well, one of the mine. One that I used for a bit. Yeah. I'm all recording this on my Google Pixel 9. Very nice phone, to be honest. Bro, why did I... Oh yeah. If we keep it outside. So, this is like mess hall, bedroom, closet. Pretty big closet, to be honest. It's just where I store gear and stuff. Here, it leads out here. I feel a sign of a military strong knights, to be honest. Big castle, need. So that's my bedroom in there. If my used to be enchanting room, used to be, because I kind of raided it. I'll show you where that enchanting setup is now. Here's the royal entrance to the castle. So this is like where I'll show you why there's a coal boat there. Simple coal boat with a gun. So if I bring you in here, this is like where to store coal. I have my iron farm, simple iron farm. Can't remember. I've got some iron. I'm running low on my iron supplies, to be honest. Here is my super smelter. Yes, I use slabs, but it's just two super smelters. They connect up to that room up there, my bedroom. Here it's just supposed to be me furnace. Needs back in. Here's just a wee bedroom. I'll sleep in here. I'm probably not going to edit this video, to be honest. So you're just going to get the full raw copy. It's the first video. Alright. So, this is going to be like thing. I think that's it for this island. I might have missed a few things. Hopefully not. For a way to mine enough island. So, this railway system, this is going to bring me to, this is this cherry line. This is what it's called, the cherry line. It'll bring me to the section 2. I'll link my files for times of the trains. There's a new line way up north. Still need to map out how long that takes. Need to add some more pod rails over to the big north line. I might bring you out as far as the north line, I don't know yet. So this here is my new base. Well, new as I've only started it around a couple hundred days ago. And it's massive, I tell you. But this base is not finished yet. And I want to know what you think about one of my builds in this island. Should I change it? Or whatever? I want you to tell me. So if you see a pillar pillars, like the pillar which I placed when I first came. Right, there's the pillars. Wow. Right, this is just me planning, guys. Don't mind the dirt. I use dirt a lot. Dirt's one of my favorite blocks for planning and marking out stuff. Here's the wee station. An interior of something. Finally on something. Where my friends came, so feeling all. So this is gonna be like a huge highway, just stone highway, leading for miles. I have my cross is the symbol of trident. So this is like a wee church, almost town hall style. Here is the buildings I've literally started doing these like a couple of days ago. A couple Minecraft days ago. 20 Minecraft days, probably. Fairly big in the inside. But the base I've been working on for a couple hundred Minecraft days. Let's burn. Still got Christmas decorations. It's flunk pass. So this says first Nephrite armor. Is it? Yeah, it says armor. Day 1790. Yes. I don't get Nephrite armor very late. Christmas tree still here. So I'm just planning out builds and everything. Suppose I'll just show you around. Here's just plans and builds. Still not finished. Some of them, most of them, not finished. Start at the second floor. Fire door here. Alright, let's go look at all the maps. Day 1005. I did that. And there's this one here. Fairly big. This one starts showing true scale. There's like this wee path that goes back. I still need to do modern map. Day 1888. No progress to base, but the railway. But rail was worked on. I've not made a map in ages. I will do a map after this video's done. And a map of the world. My base. This was from a while ago. This is the old line. There's no lines stretching there to there, there to pretty big. What's some resources in there which might be useful? So I'm going like have rare valuables in my world. Rare valuables in my world. That's enough for super smelter. 16 block instead of the 9 block in my alpha base, or 9 or 8, I can't remember. Probably 8. So I've got this super smelter system. So I have a minecart, one dropper, and then it heads up to here, and then comes back and stuff. It's simple enough. Gets the job done, doesn't it? This is where I've been working on it. Chest, unorganized. Need to get chest from shulker boxes, shulker mess. Sheep farm, cow farm. Oh, cow farm's pretty good. And then that's just a mine chart. Enchanting room. This is where my enchanting room is now. This connects out here. So I have. Is this my? I think that's my race speedy horse. Hopefully it is. Yeah, because I feel like No, the gold horse, the solar horse. Well, that's my speed horse over there, since I can actually sit on it. Donkey, oh, donkey has some hearts. Donkey doesn't really have that many hearts. But just where I farm trees over here. Nothing too, there's nothing much in there. I think there's like this one hut. My world. But this world has got so many plans, not gonna lie. I think I need to work on collecting more diamonds. So I might tomorrow just collect more diamonds for my world. I'll try to do a world tour every day. Not every day. That'll be a bit crazy. Every year. For my world. Here. Oh, nearly dropped it in there. There's access to some lava. Quick lava. It's kind of difficult to get it now. Here I have my Nautilus. Entrapped in its own wee enclosure. But guys, like, this world is being kind of me for a while. I started on the Switch Lite. That brought me up to day 1100 and never really built here. Well, I find my horse over here. Only built one pillar, to be honest. But I'm gonna bring you to one last build. I know, let me tell you about some ideas. So, I want to build this grand station for 2027 and huge cathedral, like huge, only a huge thing. I've got some drawings, like very bad mock-up, to be honest, doesn't it? But does that right? Yeah, just some drawings. Right. So, just I was born and wasn't bothered to do anything else. You can't tell guys I like drawing. Alright, say it anything. That's just planning out. So like I'm just gonna plan out. This will be like a central station. I want to build a huge chapel around here. These are just drawings of the lines. Alright, we're at a station. Well, it's more of an intersection. I call them intersection. This is intersection 2. I'm going to bring you to my cathedral. No, it's more of a church, to be honest. Cathedrals are massive. This is not massive. It passes that build. I think there was one build which I forgot there, but you don't need to see it since it's insignificant. I was just nodding back to an old build that I built a while ago. But guys, I would recommend you get a Switch 2 highly. The Switch 2 is the best thing you can buy. But I'm not working for Nintendo. I'm not getting no money out of this video. Probably won't make a buck off it. So guys, we're heading to the station. Slightly different. Same kind of designs. This one brings you 2 walls. This one brings you to an old line section B, new end line, and then just brings you to the end portal. Oh, why the hell do I have so many eggs? No, just a guys. Yeah, normal thing to do if you're accident. Alright, so let's head to here. It'll be a while. But I want to build a huge grand station. I was kind of off the idea for a grand station for the past couple of days. I realized it would be very handy build one since I'm really to get into more grand builds. I've been really wanting to get an idea for more grand builds lately. I just don't know how. I just need to go for more materials and like just I want to expand this road so much and for 2027, 2026 this year. I mean for day 5,000. Yeah, a lot, but I can do it. I know I can. I've kind of just been working on this world by myself. I haven't shown anyone until very recently. Well, I've only shown a few of my cousins, not many of my friends. But before I actually, I'm not gonna post like weekly daily. I'm just gonna post. So if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, well then you don't like it. So we're hopefully almost there. This is like a 5-minute train ride. I think. I can't remember. But there's this new art line which I still need to map out. But there's like 3 or 4 sections. Oh wait, we're almost here. We're literally like right here. On the switch light, this would not like load in, so I'd be like, this line wasn't even built on switch light. I literally just built this path. Like it only started loading in this iceberg here. Yes, I built on the barks. They're very difficult to build on dries. I wouldn't recommend. Would not recommend. Here we have a mushroom coo. Or cow. What I call it coo. Nah, I call it cow mostly. Here is my build. Yep. Used to be stuff in here. Oh yeah, I mind it all. What is that there now? Oh, yeah. Nice. So, this is like a cathedral. Was my widest build for a while. Here we just have Boxing Day, day 18. Yep, I've gained like a couple 100 days in the past. So this build very uninteriorized. Boom. I don't feel like this I could do so much better. People can speak. There'll be choirs and monks of the chapel. I built this build way back in 400, and that's why I want to build a new cathedral. But I think that's it for this world. So guys, if you like this, please, well you don't need to, just watch the video. Just comment. All I want is a wee comment saying thank you, Fire Demon, and well done. I think that's it. See ya. Oh wait, there's like a wee pillar over there that just says thanks. Alright, peace, love, chicken tenders. Hey, this is the very end of the video. I know it's a dark void. Please subscribe. This is my first video. My island is very, just don't know why. I hopefully will post this. Thank you guys for watching, if you ever watched it to the end. means a lot to me. I know this won't be edited. Edited? I don't know. Too much, too heavily. So please, thank you. Over and out. Peace. Honestly, I don't know why I said that. Bye.